we do see LeBlanc banned on the first side of CKK. And as we will see, Strignews does not have any bans this game for the first 3. So they should be banning no champion here. I don't know if he can click no champion. He can do that. I don't know if he knows that.
Waits it out.
Yeah, maybe let us wait it out. But so we won't see any bans on the side of Strignews, but we'll see what happens on the other side.
Where'd my squad go?
Oh, hello? Oh, I seem to have mistakenly left the Discord. My bad. I was going to say, targeting that mid laner with the LeBlanc and Azir ban, what do you think of that, Lucas? 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 Alright, it seems Lucas may be frozen. But we see a Kassadin ban as well. That's 3 mid lane champions. Lucas, are you back?
What happened?
Oh yeah, you were like frozen or something.
I don't know what happened, dude.
We had some technical difficulties. But what do you think of this triple mid lane ban here on the side of CKK?
They're just. I mean, I also have to say that Isaac, he's packing too. You know, been taking everyone down, and you know, I wouldn't be scared. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to ban him out. We do see the knot.
I'm thinking potentially. Oh, Nautilus is a champion we actually haven't seen Jack play yet. I don't believe. But I would be thinking, because Juno knows that he gets whatever champion he wants, Ari, which is almost never left up, potentially he's just banning matchups that he doesn't want to play, to give him the best chance of winning, or something of the matter.
Interesting.
And we see Poppy blind picked up. That would be interesting. Now, I will say, Josh Lee, the man of the hour, did text me before. Silas.
Quite interesting.
Wow. And that could be honestly top jungle or mid.
That's a
So,
big flex pick. You know,
we don't know.
Wayne plays at top lane. I don't know if we've seen any side of mid.
Shin plays at top lane. And we see Jinx and Hecarim picked up on the side of CKK. No surprises there. They're playing their comfort picks. They're allowed to play whatever they want, and they're going to pick a comp based on that. I didn't see an Ari pick in the first phase for Juno 64, and Ari locked in on the side of Strignews. Wow. If you can't ban it, take it, I guess, right? And that leaves only top lane or jungle for the Silas, unless they're doing some crazy flex shit, putting it bot lane. And now we get to see Strignews actually put some bans up. Now we see the only 2 players that haven't picked yet are Matt and Juno. So I don't know why they banned Leona.
they just wasted a ban. I don't understand.
Well, this Nautilus is definitely going to support, right? I don't think this Nautilus is going top lane.
Previous seasons, Nautilus used to go jungle, top lane, but in this day of age, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I don't know why they banned Leona. That seems really stupid.
I don't know. It must have been I hope it was a mix. Like now they only have one legitimate ban.
Alright, so the only champion that is banned on the side of Strignews legitimately is Malzahar.
I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking.
Well, we can see what CKK bans here, capitalizing on their 5 bans, 3 ban advantage, now 4 ban advantage. And we see Zach banned out, a jungler that we often see played on the side of the Strignews. So we see a Thresh picked for support, so now the only thing remaining is either a top lane or a jungle pick. And it's looking like the Stylus might just be heading towards the jungle, and Josh will get a top counter pick. And we'll have to see what happens. And we see Fizz potentially hovered in the mid lane. Juno used to actually be a Fizz main way back in the day before the RE days.
He can go Annie. He can go Annie.
And he does pick the Annie. Again, Juno has a secret account that he does not want us knowing about. I personally know about it as his friend, where he only plays Annie. It's pretty crazy.
Annie's actually really good right now.
Yeah, with the Tibbers buff, it's absurd.
The buffs are insane. And the stuns
Oftentimes, you see players actually rushing Rylai's now on Annie so that Tibbers can get more procs in. And we see Morgana picked. So
it is an Ottawa stop.
That is quite interesting.
I have no idea.
Wow.
It's probably not Ottawa's top.
Morgana, I suppose, could be played in the top lane as well. It seems a little odd, but I'll see it out and see what happens.
I don't know. Jinx autos is kind of dirty too. Once he autos, Jinx can just lay his traps and.
Yeah, that's true. With just the hard TC, I do like that on the side of. I
don't know.
CKK, I don't know what to think from this.
I think CKK's got a better comp though. I don't know.
But then. Yeah, it's hard to say. We also have to look when we look at the side of Shrig News. They're all AP dealing damage except for the Draven. So potentially a lot of pressure on
game, especially with the Thresh. They just gotta look for picks and then if you snowball.
I agree. And Silas is another one of those snowbally champions that I definitely wouldn't be surprised to see either feed his ass off or carry the game.
That is true.
And with this jungler's track record, I'm a little worried about him on that kind of champion.
That is true.
Now we get into
our only knows how to play like Warwick and Zach. So I've never seen him play like something of this sort. It will be interesting.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in Twitch chat, we are now entering our spectator delay. Feel free to ask us questions. Yeah, while we wait for this game to start. Feel free to compliment my fez or my beard or the fact that I'm not wearing a shirt. I appreciate any compliments from Twitch chat. We're still waiting on Jiho to get here. It looks like he, similar to Shrig News, forgot that he had a match.
Or he could be flaking. Actually, he might be exercising.
I
don't know.
Well, Lucas, it's just you and me, and I prefer it that way anyways, so we're chilling.
Forgot Tino.
Warren Berkowitz posted a picture of his brother shooting a sniper rifle on his story. Pretty interesting stuff there.
Cheers.
Look at those muscles, man.
Yeah. That's that Lehigh football, bro.
He goes to Lehigh? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, please.
And I do not have access to the THSCS account. THSCS says spam emotes if Aaron is ugly. Pepega.
Pepega.
And as we can see, no one is spamming emotes in chat because I am not, in fact, ugly. Oh, okay.
Damn, who is that? Who is I Am?
Who's I Am Legit Strubman? I don't know.
I don't know. But that guy's got a brain. I don't know what I mean like what is he saying? I don't know what he's saying. Yeah, we got 50 seconds left.
It seems our viewership has gone down. Not very many active
15
Twitch chatters.
Yeah, I don't know. We did a pretty bad job advertising this. I forgot to put on my story. But it's whatever.
All right, and it looks like we are heading into the game shortly. I'm looking forward for this, and I think it's going to be a fun time.
Are you actually?
No, I'm not really looking forward to this.
You shouldn't lie to the viewers. You shouldn't lie to the 15 people watching this stream. Just giving them false hope. We're gonna have like 11.
I feel like 3 of them are us.
Oh, look, Andrew's fixing he's fixing the interface. It says, oh wait, no, that's something else. Shrig News, Cool Kids Club, CKK.
Oh, and it looks like we are heading into the loading screen. Okay. Let's get it started, I guess. So we see Nautilus taking grasp of the Undying top lane. This is not something that I have seen in a while. It kind of brings me back to the old days. Do you remember when like Nautilus, Poppy, and Maokai were the only things ever picked top lane?
Yeah.
Those were interesting times. I am excited to see, however, this Glacial Augment Ari on Isaac a good day, and see how he does into Juno's Annie.
Hello.
Yeah.
I would like to just interrupt a second. As you know, like the best, one of the best Nautilus top players back in the days. I just like to vouch for my support of this, and I do think that Matt will win the game and Cool Kids Club will win the series because they picked this up. Thank you.
Okay, and that is why he was fired as an analyst.
I got Ocean. I got Ocean Drake.
Oh, you got Ocean? Well, today, surprisingly, to the dismay of many in Twitch chat, my cock was not rock hard today. For most of the day, it was actually quite flabby, and because of this, it was almost more of like a liquid form. Did you already say Ocean?
I just said Ocean.
Fuck. All right. Well, you know what? I'm feeling some intense fire to get my rock hard cock back, so I'm gonna go with Infernal this game and Mountain for the next. I'm calling it now.
All right. What do you think?
Who are you talking to?
Tino. Tino says air. I got little buddy by my side.
Another thing I'm looking forward to is we are seeing Chad Hecarim as we hop into the game. Chad has not picked Hecarim at all this split. In fact, it has been banned most of the games, despite Chad actually not playing Hecarim too much. However, we now are in 10.11, and recently Hecarim just got buffed. So it's interesting to see. Maybe he's picking it up again because of those buffs. I'm excited to see how this plays out, as we still have a black screen on my end for you too. Oh, and now we are in.
Wait, we're 10.11 already?
Yeah, we are.
10.10 lasted like... Okay. That's a pretty short time, bro.
Okay, and we see pings from the red team to go into the enemy Tribrush. And a Mountain Drake has spawned, meaning that this so far is not Mountain, so both of us are fair game for both Infernal and Ocean. It's interesting to see if we'll see any action. It looks like CKK is standing pretty far back, while the entire squad of Trignews is actually wrapping around, potentially to surprise an unsuspecting member of the Cool Kids Club. They walk up. Thresh has his hook as an availability. Morgana Q to disengage. Thresh hook failed on the side of... Who is that guy? Look at my OPGG.
I have no idea. Is that Eric? No, it's not Eric.
I have no clue.
Charlie.
It looks like the invade was mostly failing, but they did get some deep vision in. They should be able to see whether or not Chad is starting to add his red buff, which Chad typically starts to do. And it looks like Chad will be starting blue buff this game in light of recent events. Both sides starting blue buff, top and bot. Will be interesting to see their pathings. We see Chad often go for probably the blue, gromp, red into the enemy buff. But because it's done on opposite sides, he won't be able to catch that jungler. So he may go straight into an invade. We never know. But he definitely likes those early invades. And I'm not sure how the matchup works with Silas versus Hecarim. But I just assume
a Silas. I don't know.
I feel like a Hecarim with Ignite especially, right?
Yeah.
It's like Grievous Wound. Grievous Wound. I'm very shocked to see this Nautilus, but I'm excited to see how it will play out. Some early trading with these two very beefy champions that do little damage early game. Both of them getting their grass procs off, I suppose. Yeah, this top lane is definitely going to be a boring one. I think the lane to look at is mid here, for sure. I think that's where the game's going to be decided, the mid-jungle duo.
Switch the camera, please. Please. There you go.
Oh, we see a charm hit on the side of Isaac and a stun hit on the side of Juno. Small trade, and it looks like it went relatively even. Also, notice how unhealthy Silas is clearing right now. And we see more trades top lane. Malphite looks to come out on top.
I get it, because he's top lane. He's
Top.
Yeah.
I do believe Nautilus is a superior champion in terms of everything except for the ultimate.
Ooh.
Oh, and we see a hook landed on the Morgana with a very botched Q. That's heal burns. That is heal.
You get him. It's fine.
So they burned 3 stuns bot lane. That is quite good for the red side on the side of the Strignus. We see more trades top lane as Nautilus is slow pushing this wave into the Malphite. With his E, obviously has a slightly stronger wave clear than Malphite, who only has a small source of AoE damage with his claps and such. So, you know, as the game is progressing, we definitely see lane priority on the side of CKK in every lane except for the bot lane, I would say. Chad now, signature move, is looking at the enemy jungle and is claiming his red buff for free. So he just triple buffed the Silas. If I'm on the side of Strignus, you have to know that Chad's going to be going for your buff there.
That's 3 buffs, by the way.
That is. That's 3 over 2 times better than 2. And we see Silas return ganking towards the bot lane with no sums, but misses his chain. As mid lane trade a little bit more, both sides, for the most part, out of mana. However, Annie has a slight advantage where she gets refund on her mana for queuing the wave, while Ari does not. And we see a hook landed on the side of Thresh in the bot lane. Doesn't look like much action going on there. Top lane continues to auto each other and sustain out with Doran Shield and Corrupting Potion respectively. Notice that Matt only has 1 Corrupting Potion left, and he is at no mana. Pretty soon, he will not be able to trade with Josh anymore, besides with his rooting autos.
Might do this in ranked, Aaron.
Want to play Nautilus top?
Yeah.
Oh, and we look like Hecarim is ganking the flash auto on the side of Matt. With the hook to follow up, and Josh dies while burning his own flash.
Yeah.
I have to say, very well played by the side of CKK.
Yes, very good gank indeed. They see Silas top, and yeah, Hecarim got a pretty big CS difference.
And we see Jack on that Morgana, a very good Thresh. Well, not necessarily. It's good into Thresh in the terms that you don't get stunned, but I believe the Q still hits and you can latch onto them, right?
Yes.
Okay. But other than that action top lane, not much is going on besides some even farm lanes. We see most lanes relatively even with pretty slight and non-important leads in some of the lanes. Oh, wow. Draven gets caught by a Jinx trap, and as Thresh tries to flay away the Jinx, Jack very cleverly Morgana shields him away.
Very close. Kind of walked into the traps there, but he's fine.
And now we see the wave slow pushing in the other direction. We see Malphite has that level 6 advantage on the Nautilus, despite getting solo killed. I believe he TP'd straight back to lane. Now Nautilus is in an uncomfortable position where he has to miss minions if he backs, or burn his teleport as well. But he will still miss 1 or 2 minions. Secures the cannon minion in the top lane. I don't know why the camera is directing towards top lane. This is boring as shit, but I guess they're the only ones actually autoing each other. But we do see that CKK is close to about an 800 gold lead. Early on into game, so nothing much to be decided yet. But CKK definitely can capitalize off momentum from their first blood with that Hecarim, who now has a pretty interesting buy.
Was getting Triforce first?
I suppose he may be. I do like that he built Red Smite instead of Blue Smite, unlike the Silas here. Because I believe Blue Smite is not the best tier. Silas just hit level 5. Chad has already long been level 6. This is a pretty big jungle gap so far.
They're going to be starting to drag though.
And we see Isaac missing his abilities in the mid lane. But an early Mountain Dragon for the side of Strignus looks relatively uncontested. However, the Silas is pretty low health. Now, if I'm Silas, I'm looking at the top lane, the jungle, and the mid lane and saying, those are some pretty valuable ultimates to steal.
Yeah, they all have nice ultimates. All nice CC.
Yes.
Hopefully he takes Nautilus first. I think that'd be
Yeah,
fun.
Nautilus
Actually,
definitely
it doesn't even matter. It's just like, it's just good either way in team fight.
They're all massive stuns.
Yeah.
Oh, and we see a Q onto Josh Lee in the top lane. Josh can ulti away here, but he's still targeted by the Nautilus ult, and then ulted by Chad to fall to Chad as well. Josh is unfortunately getting, ganked pretty hard, but dying to these ganks.
Yeah. Matt ulted him at the right time where he ulted for Malphite.
Honestly, Nautilus seems pretty good into Malphite in that regard that his ulti can follow him.
Indeed. Everyone's just boring too.
Now we see Hecarim invading this Silas. Definitely has a 2-level advantage here. Could look for a solo kill. As we see Isaac barely get away. No, he gets solo killed by Juno in the mid lane from Annie with the Tibbers combo. Flash Tibbers Ignite combo, to be more precise.
Flash Tibbers Ignite. That's Flash R. You press D or you press F. I press D because I put F. I put Flash on F.
Yeah, I do as well. And we see this Ahri pickup potentially not working super well for the side of Shignews. I'm not sure how much I'm loving their gameplay right now.
Never know. Maybe it's the bans, dude.
It could be, but still, they don't look like themselves. And we see Jinx is hit by the Thresh hook. Draven ulted shortly after, but nothing happens.
That's really annoying. The shields.
Yeah, Morgana is quite the annoying champion to play against. She actually has the highest ban rate in Challenger. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Very interesting. So this top lane again just looks like a gank lane. Nothing happens unless one person ganks the other.
Oh my gosh.
Another series of stuns in the mid lane. Ahri may be looking for an all-in here.
Ooh.
Ahri gets the return kill on Annie. Nice. A good day picking up his revenge against this Annie with another solo kill in the mid lane. What an interesting lane.
Map fight's pretty low. Damn.
I don't know if it's diveable still because he does have his ultimate up, and Nautilus doesn't have that much chain damage. Isaac here to protect the Silas from a Hecarim potential kill, as everything else on the map is quite quiet, while CKK has about a 1,000 gold lead at 10 minutes into the game. Oh, and we see a pause. Chad apparently is lagging.
Chad's ping.
Sounds a little fishy to me.
I know.
I really have to pee. Should I wait or like go?
Go pee.
I think I should go right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera so you guys don't see like things you aren't supposed to do while I'm walking to the bathroom. So I'll be right back.
Yes, we're not trying to get demonetized.
Of course.
From stream. Oh, we're back in the game. Aaron just went to pee. Okay. Oh, I guess it's just me and you guys. But yeah, nothing much is going on. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Ooh. Like, there's just nothing going on in this game. You gotta wait for the late game. Nautilus and Malphite look for another skirmish. Just a battle of auto attacks. It's like pretty sloppy. More Q lands. Jinx W tries to follow up but gets minion blocks it. Well, Thresh Q lands on the Morgana. That looks like a kill. Oh, no finish.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back.
Oh, we are back in the game. Hecarim is bot lane. Annie is bot lane as well. This could end pretty ugly, but they do. Oh, it's not warded.
Are you at 12 minutes in as well?
I am at 12:05, 12:06, 12:07.
Okay, we are at the same time.
12:09, 12:10, 12:11, 12:12. More skirmishes top lane.
I don't know why this camera keeps focusing here. Nothing really happens unless a jungler comes.
They could actually try to dive bot. Nod is there.
Oh, and we look like Isaac is trying to pick up this kill onto the Nautilus. The Nautilus uses his CC quickly on him.
Misses the charm. Nautilus splashes.
Ari saves the charm but does not hit it as Hecarim moves into the bot side jungle for some return pressure. Hecarim is out jungling the fuck out of this guy.
That looks like a free Drake too.
Let me turn my camera back on. Hello, friends.
Wait, what drag is that?
And
give me the money.
Cloud is slain. Let's see which one. It is an Ocean Drake. Right. Lucas is correct. I am wrong. My rock hard cock has lied for the first time. Morgana attempting to stop the Draven back does succeed, as Silas returns the stolen blue by stealing the Hecarim's blue. So a net equivalent exchange. We see the gold lead extend a little bit to more of a 1.8, almost 2k gold lead, as nothing much is going on the map still. In terms of scaling, while you do have the Malphite ultimate, other than that, I'm not sure how well the side of Strignu scales.
I don't know.
I honestly feel
they just get a pick.
And it looks like Ari flashes and hits the charm.
Silas flashes.
A very quick kill on the Juno 64. Flash and Ignite, as well as the Silas to come and secure the kill. Ari is currently, it seems to be ahead of Juno on his own champion.
Yep. Taking Ari, bro. But it's whatever. If he is, what did he?
It is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry to the viewers. This game has been quite boring. Josh's Sunfire Cape denies him one of the creeps. Feels pretty bad. And we see Hecarim in the top lane again. Probably will just be clearing this pink ward and moving into the enemy jungle. They should have seen that he is moving there. Clearing another pink ward. Getting that vision score up, I believe each one is about 3 for his vision score. And again, not much action on this map. The goal lead is now settled at around 1.5k, around that area. It looks like, you know, nothing too bad on either side. Ooh. As Ari ults in, another kill onto Juno 64 on that Annie. Wow, Juno gets back to lane and dies immediately after collecting about 4 farm from getting back from his last death.
Yes. Isaac has a very big lead now, and just lost top lane.
Nautilus hook lands, does about 2 damage. Ooh. And we see Hecarim ganking this Ari, uses his E, and it looks like the Ari will fall to the Hecarim. Chad now has 3 kills, 0 deaths. Doing quite well on the side of CKK. He is actually the team's only participant besides that 1 solo kill by Annie. As we see, it looks like bot lane will be going for a play. Jinx flashes away. If maybe he doesn't have enough trust in Jack to E that shield, but at the same time, Thresh can still go in on him, I suppose. And it looks like Nautilus TP comes in, ulted on the Nautilus, onto the Draven. Both hit. Nautilus hit the hook onto the Draven. We see Malphite TP and ult into the Morgana, immediately pop her. Hecarim now moving down. Thresh flashes away, but still dies, as does Draven. And it looks like a 2-for-1 on the side of CKK. I don't think they can kill this Nautilus here. This Malphite. Good counter TP by Malphite, but in the end, Hecarim was there and Silas was not. It was a 4v3.
4 stacks. Stacks be gone, bro. Sorry, that's my
Lucas,
oven.
Is that your fire alarm?
That's my oven, yes. My dad, something's burning.
And it looks like Ari's going for another kill on this Annie. And
kill.
Annie dies again. Juno is not having it today. I am sure he is very tilted. He is a quite tiltable player.
Yes, he did get his champion taken.
Now Hecarim has his Cinder Hulk and his Trinity Force at only 17 minutes into the game. He is quite strong. I'm looking forward to see what he does around the map. Chad, famous for hitting diamonds, supposedly with Hecarim. Actually, supposedly, because there are some boosting rumors, while I do believe him. And we are 17 minutes into the game, and still not much has changed from when we were 8 minutes into the game. About a 2,000 gold lead, nothing much going on around the map. There's one dragon on each side, a tower on the side of CKK. But CKK still holds their small, relatively considerable lead. And we see some pretty fat chunkage onto this Annie by the side of Isaac. Yes. And it looks like Shignews might get an uncontested dragon here as the bot lane moves up, but if they move up, I think they just die. Why are we on top lane right now, directed camera? I don't really care about this fight. That it looks like Nautilus is slightly winning, and it looks like the Shignews do claim the dragon. That's their second dragon, moving one more towards the soul point. Towards that Ocean Dragon. Ocean Soul is definitely quite good on someone like Silas, I have to say. Oh, a max range hook seems to land. Didn't really expect that to hit. We see Ari ulting again onto the Annie. Annie flashes away with Hecarim as support here, so the dive cannot be possible. Still, Juno's just taking abuse over here in the mid lane.
Yeah, I told you Isaac's got a pretty nifty schlong. Champion is too big, you can't ban him out.
Isaac has the perfect score right now, I have to say. 4-2-0. Quite an admirable score, if I say so myself.
Agree with that. Yep. He's gone with the GLP Twin Shadows build. Pretty good. I think he gets. Actually, I don't know.
It looks like he's building GLP as he has Glacial Augment as his rune of choice. I don't know if that is currently meta on Annie. I know it's common on champions like Veigar.
Yes.
But
Veigar,
I know it's
Trogon
popular rune.
should be pretty viable. I mean, it's working out, so.
And we still see Chad with a 2-level lead onto this Silas, as well as about 30 CS, with a gold lead tolling to about 2,000 as Nautilus takes the tower top lane. Not much Malphite can do about that. I suppose he could have ulted the Nautilus, but it doesn't look like much would have happened. And no matter how big of a gold lead that they are able to get on the side of CKK, you still have Malphite's ultimate, which can change a game. And we see Chad and Isaac caught in an awkward position as Isaac goes on to Chad. Chad goes on to Isaac. Chad misses his ultimate. Jinx ulti on to Isaac. Isaac survives with a sliver of HP. As the bot lane moves up, potentially looking to catch out this Jinx. Thresh is here. We see Morgana match. And not much to happen. Morgana Q. Valiant effort, but does miss as Thresh moves up to look for a hook. Silas is now here as well, while I almost said Juno because it's an Ahri, but while Isaac is looking at the bot lane. We see Jack hit the hook, Jack get hooked and flash away. It's confusing because Jack always plays Thresh and Juno always plays Ahri. Now, if we do look at the gold charts, we see that the gold on the side of Shignews is mostly centered around the Ahri, who is, as we speak, chunking down this Annie, but does not end up getting the kill. While everyone else on the team, it looks like a 1-for-1, but Isaac definitely was worth more gold than Juno there. So if I'm Juno, I'm okay with that. We see Hecarim backing here. It looks like he's sitting on close to 2,000 gold. So he'll probably finish his tier 2 boots and maybe look towards a Deadman's, I believe. Or a Kindle Gem. So
Ooh,
I'm not sure what he could be building for. Yeah, it could be Night Style, could be Warmogs, could be Black Cleaver. I believe those are the 3 items only, right?
Yeah. Got 3 options.
It's also just a nice standalone item, as it gives you 10% CDR as well as a fair amount of health. I believe it's 200, maybe 300. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check it out.
It is 200. Yes.
They need to get this mid tower too.
Yeah, well, CKK is
We get the hook on the Jinx.
There's a lot going on here. Chad tries to ulti away as Nautilus ults for the disengage. It looks like Shrignu's attempt at engaging was thwarted. And that's very smart play on their side. As Annie was not in the fight, it would have been a 4v5. I'm looking at Twitch chat. We have Angel Prado 2001 asking, "Want to be famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers at adviewers.com." I would want to be famous, so I will be checking out that website shortly. And it looks like CKK is starting the dragon, but there will be a contest on the side of Shrignu's. As Nautilus is going off the team, we see a Flash Tibbers as well as Hecarim following up. That looks like the fight's over right there. Draven overstepped, way overstepped. He does pop the Annie, but he ends up dying for it. Great play by Annie, double Flash Tibbers to secure the dragon as well as get 2 kills.
Glory pops out.
I don't think Flash will die here. It looks like there's a little miscommunication. Actually, potentially there could be some trade kills here. Thresh oversteps by far. Thresh is taken out. Silas probably soon to follow the Nautilus ult on him. And Hecarim picks up the double kill. Chad's doing work on this Hecarim.
Yeah, pretty big jungle difference. Silas was top jungle for whatever reason. Oh, he didn't know he didn't have any camps. But the dragon was up, so he should have been passing that way.
And wow, that fight really widens the gap even further in the favor of CKK, as they now have a 5,000 gold lead. Well, it's more like 4.7 thousand, but it's close.
4.7 thousand.
And our third caster is still yet to join us. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, I forgot Jiho was supposed to. Yeah, our favorite caster just not here. I don't.
I personally don't mind. It's all good by me.
Take it.
It would have been really cool if Chad took that blue buff. And we see that Juno has clawed back into this game with some nice skirmishes. And he is still about 800-ish gold behind the Ahri, but he is in a better place than he was before.
Yes.
And we see, is it Eric? Is that the Jinx player? Is that his name? Eric Lee?
I think.
Eric really likes this Jinx pick. He's been doing quite well every game he's played with it. He's a safe player, and he dishes out his damage. I'm liking that Jinx pick. I think it might be a potential ban for the future.
I mean, that's also the only ADC he knows how to play.
What else has he played? I don't even know.
I have no idea. I think he played Twitch against us because we banned his Jinx.
Okay.
I don't know.
Potentially some action as Silas is taking his Raptors. Nautilus uses the sweeper to target him. 3 grouped up in mid
right here
on the side of Shrignu's. And it looks like CKK might just be going for the ARAM strategy. There's not much on the map besides the Baron. Now, if I'm on the side of CKK, I have 3 ignites. I immediately want to be using those on Draven and Silas, 2 big healing champions, to inflict the grievous wounds. And we see Hecarim walking very far into his jungle as if it's now his. And it potentially is. Silas looks to be in a little bit of a pickle
Caught
here.
out.
Potentially.
They can sandwich them if it goes through the other way. Oh, flash?
Interesting. Wow. What? My directed camera is top lane right now.
Another double kill for Chad.
Yeah, we see Chad pick up 2 kills on that Hecarim, and it looks like a pretty free Baron from here out. I think this game is pretty much over now.
It is. It's hard for Silas to come back.
Draven
hasn't got anything yet.
That being said, don't count out Shignews. They're a strong team. They can definitely come back from this. They still have 1 game with their punishment of 3 brands not allowed. However, their last game, if they do win the next one, will allow all bans. We see Malphite ulting away from a Nautilus hook as no other course of action is being taken. And now with this Baron buff, I'm pretty sure they can look to take 1 or 2 inhibitors if they play it right. We see Jack almost get caught out, but spell shields the charm and walks away from the hook. As it looks like CKK is resetting here, potentially looking for the next dragon, which should be up shortly. Can we see how long it takes for the dragon to spawn, actually?
No.
Okay.
1 minute.
How do you see that?
I don't. I just see like the hourglass, so I'm assuming 1 minute.
Oh, it just went to yellow. Does that mean 10 seconds to 20 seconds?
13 seconds.
So we see another Ocean Drag popping up. It looks like it should just be CKKs for the taking. Potentially, if we had a good Malphite TP, it could be contested, but it looks like they know that they have to give it up. And that is 1 point off of Soul.
Soul point.
The side of CKK. Soul point, I would say. I guess Josh's meditation in the mountains earlier today isn't really working out as he died twice to ganks and is down a little bit. Well, not the most entertaining game. Pretty much just, kind of a stomp, it looks like. As we see the gold lead has now extended to 7,000, which is pretty insurmountable if you ask me, unless you have a pretty crazy fight. I think if, Malphite can ult 3 of them when 2 of them aren't there and, pop all 3, then maybe they can win. That's about it. That's all I can really think of.
Folk and Morgana.
Oh, Morgana is caught. That could be the second thing. Kajos walks up a little bit, does get some love taps by Juno on that Annie. And we see actually that 6 of the 8 deaths are on Juno, and then the other 2 are on Jack, with the rest of them having perfect KDAs. Nautilus ults the Ahri, baits out her R to get out of range from danger, and it looks like they're just going to give up the tower despite being 5v4. They still do have Malphite ultimate. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Tibbers is down. Despite the way the game's going, Juno is still down gold in the mid lane, despite the 7,000 gold lead on the side of CKK.
Is he actually?
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm yawning. It's just so fucking boring. Shignu sucked today.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. Ah, fuck you, Chad. Should have taken.
Well, if we're looking to game 2 here, which I think at this point SGS should be doing, I'm thinking I have 2 bans. Number 1, okay. To be fair to them, the Nautilus was going top lane, so we were incorrect there.
We were.
But if I'm looking at the next game, I think I have to rethink the strategy. Go back to my roots where it was working. I believe Shignews did beat CKK in the past in the regular season.
Did.
Nautilus could be caught, but actually Thresh has to
He
flay
did
him
not
away
take
because
any
he's so
damage.
tanky. And then
Not
Tibber
taking any
just hits
damage.
both of them. Even without the stun, it just annihilates.
This tower's gone.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this game looks over.
No, it's
I think, honestly, they can end it right here. We still do have Malphite ult, so, you know, potentially could delay them or get a pick here. And Malphite is quite tanky. He does have a completed Sunfire and
Hecarim
Ice
ults
Blade
in.
Malphite. But
Which is
Hecarim
good.
ult, Malphite ult, he
Malphite
hit
ult.
about 4
It's
people.
not enough.
It's a great Malphite
Game's
ult,
over.
but no one on the side of CKK dies. And we see the redemption pop very late by Jack. And that's game 1, ladies and gentlemen. CKK take the game quite easily from